I've been watching all these different cases involving Donald Trump, and I want to talk a little bit just about the Trump predicament. Now, this Trump predicament applies a little bit to me because I am trying to get a date on the calendar to show Trump the new film, Police State. And the Trump team is like, yeah, we're trying to find a date, but look at all the stuff that's going on. And I'm like, yeah, I totally get it. It is insane. You've got multiple cases. You've got Trump in court right now. You've got this judge in New York. I call him the laughing judge. He's the guy who takes his glasses off and poses for the cameras. And then Trump is blasting this guy as a degenerate. He's blasting him as a judge who should be criminally tried himself or certainly ejected from office. And then Trump more recently had a blast against the clerk. The clerk of the court, who evidently is a leftist, probably like the judge. I mean, these people move in the same circles, and so Trump posted a photo of the clerk with was it Schumer, Chuck Schumer, and made some sly reference to the clerk being Schumer's girlfriend. I'm not meaning that literally, I think, but meaning that in a political sense that, hey, these people all hang together. And I think Trump's point is they're all together trying to hang me. They're trying to keep me off the ticket. This is election interference, and it's election rigging. It's more than interference. It's an effort ultimately to take the leading candidate of the opposition party and incapacitate him one way or the other. And to some degree, you have to say that it's already working. It's working. Why? Because Trump is kind of Gulliver style, completely tied down. He's got to go to this. He's got to go to that. I'm sure that it's a massive financial drain. Some of Trump's political fundraising is being used to pay for these cases. It is allowed to do that. But of course, it means that's money you can't spend to get your message out and to, quote, run for president. So this is a very ugly situation, but it's an ugly situation that's created by design. Now, this would be bad enough if there were a single or a handful of plotters who said, okay, you know what, let's indict Trump on the Mar-a-Lago documents, the classified documents. But think of the number of people who have to be involved in this sort of let's get Trump scheme. You have the Fani Willis crew. So a whole group of attorneys are conspiring against Trump in Georgia. Then you have Jack Smith, the special prosecutor, the special counsel, and 2 cases are coming out of his office. So he's got a massive office with probably 2 separate groups of attorneys, one working on the classified documents case, the other working on the January 6th case. Then you've got the Alvin Bragg case in New York. And then you've got the case brought by the Attorney General Letitia James. I mean, think about it. You got an Attorney General campaigning that if you vote for me, the one thing I will deliver is I will get Trump. I will criminally charge Trump. She spent years trying to find out how to go about it. She actually failed. She wasn't able to find a way to criminally charge Trump. So she's like, okay, well, what's the next best thing? The next best thing is to go after his business, to try to destroy him financially. Now, the Trump empire, if you will, is in Florida. It is part of it is abroad. I believe he has a golf course in Scotland. He has properties on the West Coast. But the heart of his business is New York. And Eric Trump, Trump's son, who runs the businesses, is based in New York. And so the case here is brought against Trump and the Trump sons as if they are all part of a scheme to inflate the value of their own business. Now, what does this really matter? I mean, to some degree, it's merely a matter of boasting, right? You find 2 rich guys. One guy goes, I'm worth $2 billion. The other guy goes, I'm worth $3 billion. At one point, I remember having a discussion with some of the people at Forbes. This is Forbes magazine, the people who put up the list of the 400 richest people in the world. And they were discussing Trump's net worth, and they said that Trump's net worth is a little harder to classify than anyone else's because he has huge assets in his reputation, his name. His name is known worldwide. He is one of the, well, perhaps today, the most famous person in the world, but he's certainly one of them. And that's worth more than some other guy who may have the same amount of money as Trump, but nobody's ever heard of him. And he's only big because he's, let's say, for example, discovered a new way to manufacture plastic or discovered a new widget somewhere. So the reputational value of Trump's businesses is significant. Now, all of this only matters if Trump is going to a bank and saying, I want a loan, but I'm worth so much, and the bank gives him the loan, and then he's not worth that much, and so he doesn't have the collateral, and he can't pay the loan. But in this case, he did pay the loan, and he paid the interest, and the loan is long settled, and Trump has moved on. So what they're doing is, it's almost like here they're digging up a grave of a transaction that has been successfully consummated, and they're going back and going, well, nevertheless, all the elements of this transaction weren't present. You exaggerated your net worth when you got the loan, even though you paid back the loan. What kind of madness is this? This is the kind of stuff that Trump is dealing with. And if Trump seems to be going nuts on these people, it's because before that, they have been going nuts on him. Mike Lindell has a passion to help you get the best sleep of your life. He didn't just stop with the MyPillow pillows. He also created the Giza Dream bed sheets. These sheets look and feel great, which means an even better night's sleep, which is crucial for our overall health. Mike found the world's best cotton called Giza. It's ultra soft and breathable, but also extremely durable. And Mike's latest deal, sale of the year for a limited time, you get 50% off the Giza Dream sheets, marking prices down as low as $29.98 depending on the size. Go to MyPillow.com, enter promo code Dinesh. There you'll find this great offer, but also deep discounts on all the MyPillow products, the MyPillow robes, the slippers, the mattress topper, the towel sets, and so on. Debbie and I, by the way, with Mike on the podcast, were laughing when Mike whips out all the products and starts showing them to you. Wow. Go to MyPillow.com, use promo code Dinesh, or you can just call 800-876-0227. The number again, 800-876-0227, or go to MyPillow.com. Make sure you use the promo code DINESH Dinesh.